Hello and welcome to the project. In the last video I made the tree view look a little bit nicer. In this video I want to make the tree view a little bit more interesting by adding some other tags. So if I go to the index.html, let's change this. So it has some bold tags, it has a paragraph element in there, it has some italics. First things first, we need to go to the DOM and we need to add another element for the paragraph. The paragraph element looks like this. It's very much the same as the body element, but it is a separate class, so we need to define it there. Next thing is to go to the parser and add it in there. So here's the extra code that we need in the parser. If we've got a start tag for P, then we insert an element for the new paragraph element type. If we have an end tag for P, then we pop that off the open elements stack. Also, if we have a start tag which is either a B or an I, then we insert an element for those. Those are generic HTML elements because there aren't specific ones for bold or italic, and we just pass in the name of them there. Similarly, at the end we pop those off the stack. Now the standard has more things that it wants us to do in each of these situations because it wants to be forgiving about not balancing up start tags with end tags. But for the moment we're just going to do the bare minimum and make sure that we match everything up in our HTML. So let's try running that and see what we get. So we have a not yet implemented message for the B tag. Oh, none of the tags that we've just created are going to be recognised here, so let's add them in. So the paragraph element, that's going to be another kind of block box, so let's add that in here. Like that. And then the bold and italic tags, they're going to be inline tags, so let's add them as extras here. And in this case we're going to return an inline box. Let's try running that. We're missing a colon there. DOM node has no member local name. And that's because local name belongs to a DOM element rather than a DOM node. DOM nodes themselves do not have names. So we need to do a bit of casting there. We know for certain it's going to be an element because we've just tested it. So something like that should do the job. Okay, it's still not finding B. Why is that? It's a HTML element, not a HTML element. And it's the same there. Okay, so this time it's worked. And if I have a look at this tree here, it's slightly more interesting. So we've got the HTML block, we've got the body block, we've got a line box with example, and then it's got inline box with bold, but the actual text is missing from the bold. So what's happening there? If we have a look inside the line box, we see that the class just hasn't been implemented yet at all, so we need some code in there. If we start off with the code that we have for blockbox, it'll be somewhat similar. So in the create box tree children, we don't need to deal with the current line in this one. Within the inline elements we're not creating line boxes, which means that all of this can go, and we just need to append that child there. Okay, I think that's all we need. Let's give that a try. And there we have it. We have line box and then we have the text box in under there. So now example bold body, example bold body text. This is HTML. And then we've got another line that says an italic paragraph. So that's all I wanted to do for today's video. Please join me again tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye bye.